Hello everybody, my name is Jeff Bale, Student Success Coach here at ATC.
Hello, and I'm Crystal Edwards, the other Student Success Coach here at Aiken Technical College.
And today we're here to go and talk about goal setting.
Setting goals, it's really looking at your present in order to accomplish something in the future. So when you set a goal, you're setting an aim or an achievement. And goals are important because they actually create the type of future that we desire. So it's important not only that we have goals, but we create a plan in order to achieve those goals.
Yeah, so here's a question I have for you.
Okay.
So if I was, say I'm, knowing how I am.
Okay.
Let's go say if I told you tomorrow I'm going to be a heart surgeon.
Oh my.
Do you think that's, reasonable?
I do not think that's reasonable at all,
it's a
Jeff. I mean,
shame.
you are very smart, by the way,
Huh?
but I don't think that's quite.
It's a shame.
It's
Yeah.
not a reasonable goal.
Yes, it's not. And the reason is that you have the idea of short-term and long-term goals. If I go and wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, I'm going to go be president of the United States, maybe 20, 30, 40 years if I really, really work hard and some luck happens, but it ain't going to happen tomorrow. That's just not how things are. You have to be realistic about goals. So when it comes to the idea of goals, you got to have those short-term and those long-term goals. So short-term goals is what you're basically going to be doing, within a day, week, a few months. We're looking at that factor of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the idea you have long-term goals, which is going to take, a period of time, 6 months or more. So in many cases, if you have a long-term goal, let's go say I want to go and be a doctor, I want to go and, perform heart surgery. I'm going to have to go and enroll, I have to go back and get another bachelor's in probably biology, some type of thing there, some type of pre-medical degree. Then I have to go and, get into medical school, spend all those years doing that, get in the residency. It's going to take many years, but each one is baby steps getting in there. First off, it's going and applying and getting accepted to a school. Then it's the idea of taking those, the initial coursework. Then it's the idea of going, getting that degree, and then going and applying for medical school, taking those courses, applying and getting the residency. See, there's each step. Each one of those is a small goal. So over time, you're kind of using the idea of what would be short-term goals to go and achieve that long-term goal.
Yeah, and it's important that we really implement what we call, when we think about goal setting, that we really implement what we call SMART goals. Mm-hmm. So in SMART, the acronym for SMART, is when you want to be specific in your goals. Don't be too general. Don't say, let's just say, I want to pass a class. Mm-hmm. No, I want to pass this class. No, make it a little bit more specific. I want to make an A in this class. What are the points that I need in order to make an A? What would be the assignments that I would need to study more on to make an A? You're making that goal much more specific. The next is the M, measurable. You want to make sure your goals are measurable. Just like Mr. Bell said, you don't want to say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to be a surgeon. Or tomorrow I'm going to lose 40 pounds. I mean, that's not reasonable. Or next week I'm going to lose 40 pounds. When you have not even lost 1 pound for the, so you want it, that's me. So you want to you want to make sure your goals are measurable. And also in that, you want to make sure they're attainable. They're attainable goals. All goals can be attainable, but you have to make sure that they are attainable in a specific time. So for an example, let's use weight loss. For an example, if let's just say by my birthday I want to lose 30 pounds. My birthday is in January. That's attainable, right? I probably can do 2 pounds a week roughly, right? And do it, right? That's an attainable goal. But if I say this month I want to lose 30 pounds, that's not attainable, right? Then that leads us into the R for that being realistic. Make sure your goals are realistic, right? You don't want to let yourself down going into goal setting. Really make your goals, break your goals down and make them realistic so that they're attainable. If you know that you work 12 hours a day, right? You work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., then don't say, okay, at 7:45, I'm going to read 3 chapters. That's not attainable. You will probably fall asleep, right? Maybe say, I'm going to read maybe 3 pages of my academics or my schoolwork. That's an attainable goal. And then the T in that would be timely. Make sure you put time on your goals, all right? And usually goals are broken down on a daily basis. Put that time, attach that time to your goals so that you can assure that your goals are SMART.
Yeah. And the thing is, for a lot of students, you actually have to go and work for the goal.
Yeah.
You just can't go and say, I'm going to do this, in 6 months I'm going to go and lose 40 pounds, or I'm going to go be a surgeon, all that stuff. You're going to have to go and actually work for it. You have to go and put that effort in there by going and studying for those tests, by attending class, by seeking out assistance when needed. So you're going to have to do that when you're pretty much to reach those goals.
Yeah, and then that's really good. I'm glad you brought that up, because it's important, guys, that we write our goals down. Even if you write it down in your phone or write it down on paper, you have to write your goals down, not just have them up here. No, write down your plan so that you will know what to do on a daily, like Mr. Bell said, on a daily basis. You'll know. Keep your goals close. Like for me, for an example, Mr. Bell, he has, guys, he's a genius. He keeps everything up here. I can't do that, right? Yes, I cannot do that. So I have a planner that I can fit in my purse, and I keep those goals very close. So when I get off track, right, and my time gets away from me, I pull my goals out and I'm realigned. Yeah, so it helps you to realign when you have daily goals and they're written down and they're close to you.
Yeah. And like Ms. Edwards said, the idea of going and having them written down is going to help you keep reminding you of what you need to do and how to succeed. Yeah. And the thing is this, goals change over time. Yeah. Life happens. The idea of something that says, 5 years out, I think you and I probably both 5 years ago where we thought we'd be 5 years, where we're at today, is probably a lot different. And for most people, that's going to be the case. You might go and take a course and then decide, this major ain't for me, and then your goal changes. Yep. There's nothing wrong with reassessing your goals. And to be honest, that's something you should be doing on a regular occasion. Pretty much going and reassessing and deciding, hey, is this right for me? Do I need to make changes? Do I need to make changes in the time needed to achieve this goal? Yeah,
that's good, because I had to really learn that. That's almost like looking at the obstacles that would impede on your goals. Like, for an example, if you know that you're in a major that you really don't like, right, and you continue on in something that you really don't like, now if you're like the last semester of it, I wouldn't advise you to change it. No. You just go on through. But like if you're at the beginning of it and you realize, I really don't like it, don't like it, this could really be an obstacle to me achieving a overall larger goal, then go ahead, get with your advisor and change that goal. Like Mr. Bell said, adjust that goal so that you won't have trouble down the road. So goals are adjusting on a daily basis. But that doesn't mean that it can't be accomplished, because it's change. It just changed, and you create a plan for that change.
Right. The other thing about goals too is it doesn't just fit the idea of academic. Yeah. Goals can pretty much be anything. So the idea of one, you plan on the idea of relationships, getting married, having children, the idea of going and like I said, weight loss. If you want to run a marathon, it's not like the idea where you're going to be able to wake up one day and say, I'm going to be able to run 26.2 miles. Yeah. You have to go and train for that. You have to have that goal. The idea of saying, okay, I'm going to run, 1 mile this week. Next week, up it up to 2. Then maybe up it up to 3. Then maybe 5. And kind of work your way up there. That's going to be one of the ways of doing that. But goal setting in general can go pretty much towards anything. From the idea of, how you're planning your meals, how the idea of, your vacation, I'm going to go save money. Yeah. Goal setting really goes hand in hand with, finances. Yeah. And the idea of achieving those dreams, saving for a house, getting that college fund. So it's not just for the idea of just that college, just that class you're taking this semester or what your major is. Goal setting pretty much goes and it's beneficial for your entire life. And like I said, it's good to go and reassess. It's good to go and look at them and make those goals. Have that reminder posted somewhere in your house. Have it posted on your phone. Have it on your welcome screen, what you want to do in a certain amount of time period. There are things that you can do. But having that goal, having that plan, direction in life is going to give you purpose, give you meaning, and pretty much help you, know what you need to be doing.
Yeah, I heard Tony Robbins say this, and he alluded to the fact that goal setting is really about making the invisible visible. So when you set goals, you are making what's invisible to you right now, you make it visible, right? By creating a plan on a daily basis to complete or to fulfill an overall goal. So that's really what essential the basis of what goal setting is. You want to achieve a goal that you're not achieving right now. So yeah, all of these things go into play. And like I like what you said about purpose, right? It gives you purpose when you set goals, and it gives you daily purpose. When you wake up, you know what to achieve. You know what to do. So that puts meaning in your day.
So for more information about goal setting, please feel free to reach out to us. Also for the idea of time management, for note taking, all those other things that we're doing with these workshops all semester long. In addition, feel free to utilize the Student Success Center. We're both on campus and online. We're on campus Monday through Thursday from 8 to 4 with a math and English tutor available. We're also in the center that time period. We have counseling, disabilities, and career services as well. If by some chance you don't have the internet at home, or you have, you're working on your smartphone, go into the center, okay? Use our computers, use our internet, just to make sure you're successful. In addition, our center is open on Fridays from 8 to 1, so you can actually go and use the computers as well, so you're successful and you can get that thing in for that weekend assignments.
Yeah, you can email us at success@atc.edu. You can reach out to Mr. Bell at 803-508-7467. Yes, and you can reach out to me at 803-508-7484.
We thank you so much for watching. Please look forward to our videos in the coming weeks.
All right.
Have a great one.